Happy Thursday, everybody. My name is Sarah. I'm the health and fitness specialist in McLean, Virginia, and today I'm taking you through a banded strength and mobility session. Today is just going to be mobility, taking things super easy, heading into the weekend, feeling right. So all you're gonna need today is an open space on the floor, and a mat if you need some extra padding, but other than that, you're just gonna need your body today, and a nice positive attitude for this fun full body session. Happy March. Happy to help you guys with our March Madness program. I promoted it over the past 2 weeks, so if you have any other questions or need any other guidance, feel free to reach out to either our team in Bedford or our team in McLean. That feels a little bit better. Sorry, we were a little bit crooked. But yeah, super fun things coming your way in the upcoming weeks and months, so keep an eye out for all of those fun things. And without any other announcements or anything like that, let's go ahead and get started with our mobility. So I'm gonna have a little block in front of me here, because what we're gonna do first, sorry that was way loud, is just a nice forward fold. So walk the feet just a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, hinging at the hips, letting everything on the posterior or back side of the legs open up. Let the head and the arms hang nice and heavy here. If you are like me and you're feeling a little extra restricted today and can't quite reach the floor, use a block, a step, anything that you have available to you to keep everything nice and elevated as things start to relax. You want to start to wiggle the knees a little bit. Get a little extra movement in those hips, the hamstrings, etc. And slowly feel everything start to relax here. 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Slowly come back up and move this out of the way. Because next we're moving into spinal curls. So our legs are going to come shoulder width apart. We're going to let everything forward fold here, reaching for the floor. And then we're starting with the low back. As we round here, the chin is going to tuck into the chest as we lead vertebra by vertebra up to standing, and then tuck the chin, round the shoulders to reach back down towards the floor. Let's do 5 spinal curls, nice and slow here. And we have one last one here. Nice big reach at the end for a good curl up. Nice and tall here and curl down. All right, go ahead and relax. All right, we're gonna find ourselves in a nice deep squat here. So feet can come nice and wide, outside of shoulder width. If you need to externally rotate the feet, that's totally fine too. We're just gonna find a nice deep squat here. Trying our best to stay nice and tall. We're just going to press against the hips with our elbows here, opening up those inner thighs, letting the ankles start to relax slowly but surely. In this position here, hold on. Pushing out with the elbows. You can get a little bit of wiggling here. For 3, 2, 1. Reach up, keeping the hands on the balls of the feet here, stretching out those hamstrings, dropping the hips back in between the dropping the butt back in between the feet. We're gonna get some hammy squats in. So hands are on the ground here, butt is reaching down towards the heels and pressing back up through the hamstrings. Two more here. Last one. Nice and low here in this squat. And pressing up through the hamstrings. And slowly rise up out of there. Okay, so typical setup for today. We are going to have 2 circuits, 3 exercises a piece. We're going for 10-ish reps for each exercise. I'm just gonna tilt this up a little bit. There we go. And then we're going for 2 rounds of each exercise. Brain fart. I'm forgetting what I was about to say. We're going to start on our hands and our knees. For today's session, we're going to focus on our upper body first. So we want to really make sure that things are feeling nice and good in our spine today. So hands are going to rest under shoulders. And we're going to do kind of like a cat-cow, but specifically for our shoulders. So we're going to let the chest fall to the floor, pressing back through the hands to squeeze the scapulas together, and then push back through the palms of the hands into the floor to round out the shoulders to feel that stretch in the mid-back here. But mind you, we're not doing this here. We're doing almost a push-up motion. So chest is gonna fall between the shoulders and then round back off to go a little bit past neutral and come back down, okay? 10 of these. Try to keep the neck tucked in towards the spine. So nice neutral head here. Almost making a double chin with this chin tuck. This will prevent any like forward head or leading with the head, okay? Last one here. Big press through the shoulder blades. And relax. All right, next we are moving into a thread the needle to T-spine rotation. So what that's gonna look like, I like to place my non-working hand out a little bit from my body so that I stay pretty stable and have full rotation of my shoulder here. So we're gonna take our left arm, reach through to drop the shoulder to the floor. And we're gonna come up to reach for the ceiling, okay? We're gonna do 5 on each side, nice and slow. And last one here, big reach. And plant that hand. I feel like my shirt is suffocating me. Reach under for this thread the needle. And up. As you can see, one of my sides is a little bit less mobile than my other, which is why we do exercises like this. And last one here, big reach. And up. Plant the hand. And we're gonna come up to standing for this next one. And I hope you'll be able to see what I'm doing. All right, hands are gonna rest on the wall here. We're gonna push the palms into the wall while rounding out the spine. So we're gonna, instead of being here at neutral, we're gonna push away with the shoulders. And one arm is going to slide and return, okay? Maintaining, not neutral, but this extended state for a slide and down, okay? 10 total. This is strengthening our rhomboids, rotator cuffs, scapula movement, and all of that good jazz here. My hands are a little clammy. We have 2 more. If you have a towel of some kind, that will help you be able to slide up here and relax. Okay, let's take about 30 seconds to let everything kind of relax before we head in to round 2 of circuit 1, okay? If you need to let the wrists kind of relax a little bit, wrist circles are always good for in between, especially when we're applying a lot of our weight in a kneeling position. If you're having a hard time getting the scapula push-ups on the floor, you can do them from the wall as well. So it'll look something like this. Palms are under shoulders, dropping behind, chest is leading here. Pressing out with the shoulders, in, out, in, out. So see how my middle of my back is not moving? I am only moving in this shoulder blade. Sound good? So that's your main focus for round 2 here, is we are really emphasizing where we're supposed to be feeling these exercises, okay? So back onto our hands and our knees. Palms under shoulders, neutral head, so chin is nice and tucked here. Dipping the chest down and pushing back up. I hope you enjoy a little bit of background music, as Jess is teaching spin class right outside the door. And she has immaculate music taste. 2 more here. Last one. Good. All right, you can relax. If you need to relax the hands and all, feel free to just sit back and stretch out there if you need to. All that good jazz. All right, plant those hands back down. I like to walk the hand out slightly so that when I come here, I have a little bit more space. Wherever you can reach. And last one, big reach here. Up we go. And relax. And under. Last one. Good. Go ahead and plant the hands. My hair decided that it didn't want to participate anymore. So give me 1 second here. All right, come on up to standing so that we can get our wall slides in. Hopefully it'll stay this time. All right, so hands are planted on the wall in line with the shoulders, pushing not in, but away, opening up those shoulder blades. Big slide, keeping that distance here. And 3 more. And relax. All right, so that is round 2 of circuit 1 done. So upper body gets to rest and we get to focus, excuse me, on our lower body. Excuse me. Spring is sprung around here, so we're getting our seasonal allergies kicking in. But we get to work on our lower body now. So we are going to, I'm gonna need to move this. Actually, no, it's fine. Yeah, no, I'm gonna need to move this. Welcome to my internal thoughts. So, we're gonna be on our hands and our knees. We're gonna start with our left leg back, okay? Gonna lift, bring it out, touch to the side, lift, bring it back, touch, okay? That's 1. We're doing 5 on each leg, okay? If you can't make it all the way out in line with your hip, wherever you can make it is fine. So if you can only go here, that works too, okay? But the biggest thing we want to focus on is kicking straight back, rotating the hip, drawing with the toe to tap, lifting, bringing it back, draw with the toe down, okay? We have 1 more on this leg. Go ahead and rest. Just scooch. So straight back, rotate out, 2, tap up, and bring it back. One more here. Big reach, tap up and back. Whew. It's a good thing that we get to stretch after this. So what we're gonna do, your wrists are more than likely gonna be a little tired after today. We're going to do a downward dog to pigeon. Hold this. We're gonna reach across and bring it back. Okay, staying in this pigeon pose, reaching across, bringing it back. Okay, 5 reaches on each leg. And last one here. Good. Back into that downward dog, bringing the leg back to step through on the other side, to reach towards the toe, to come back. So what this is doing is it is allowing us to get a dynamic movement in a static stretch, okay? Back into that down dog to come back onto the knees, okay? So, it's allowing us to get movement in the joint while holding a static stretched position. So by adding that turn, we are increasing the length and then utilizing the stretched muscle to pull us back into place. So going into the stretch, stretching on the way back out. Okay, leading into the direction of the stretch, coming back out. Cool. That's a fun little trick behind that one. Next, we're gonna need a wall. So we're gonna be planted here, and all we're gonna do is draw out with the glute, back into the knee, okay? Out with the glute, in with the knee. Really activating the glute here, getting some single leg balance in. One more. Good. Go ahead and switch legs. Whoop. So starting in, squeezing the glutes, pull out, back in, out, and back in. Cool. 5 on each leg. We have one more here. And relax. All right, take about 30 seconds. If you need water, now is your time to go get it. Because after we finish this second round of this circuit, we're going straight into finishing stretches, okay? So take some time to hydrate, let your muscles recuperate, and we're gonna head into round 2 of circuit 2. Cool? Double twos. All right, on to the floor. Just gonna, that was my knee. Okay, great. All right, let's go ahead, plant those hands under the shoulders, left leg first, raising, rotating out, touch. One more. Switching legs. one more. All right, take about 15 seconds. Let those wrists relax. I was gonna say wrists rest, but breasts came out first. So, a little bit of a tongue twister there. Okay. Here we go for down dog to dynamic pigeon, okay? Lift the hips to downward dog. Step through here. Come on down. Reach. And increase the stretch. Reach. And increase the stretch. 5 on each side. And last one here. Back to down dog, 2-step through the other side. And reach. Last one. And step on out of it into down dog. All right, back to the knees. And we're gonna come up to standing for those wall-assisted hydrants. So if you wanna challenge yourself, more distance away from the wall is better, okay? So if you really wanna emphasize this single leg balance, make sure that your legs are in line and lift with the glute. If doing this with no band is too easy, feel free to add a resistance band to this. Last one here. Good. Plant the other foot. Legs are in line here. My foot is not in line though. And one more. Good. Turn to neutral. Foot comes down. All right, let's find a spot on the floor or on our mat, on our backs, okay? We're gonna get a nice good stretch in the glutes and a little bit more movement here, okay? So let's go ahead and start with left ankle crossed over right knee. Arms can either fall to the side here or into a T, up to you. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the bent knee and we're gonna use this leg to drop down to the floor to pull this hip into internal rotation, okay? Try to keep your shoulders down as much as possible throughout this movement. You should feel a stretch through the outside of this hip here, maybe up into your stomach a little bit, but mostly this outside of the hip, okay? For 3, 2, 1, slowly come on back and switch legs. So if you had a hard time seeing what I did on that side, this knee is dropping down to the floor as we are opening up this hip in internal rotation. Again, make sure that we are keeping our shoulders down on the floor here. If your shoulders are lifting, you're going too far. For 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Awesome. Come on. Back. We're gonna just bring the knees in to the chest. Interlock the fingers if you want, or just hold onto one knee and just hang out here. You can roll back and forth, loosen up that low back. Pull into the chest for 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right, still working on some lower back mobility. Knees and feet are going to be glued together. Arms are going to come straight out to our sides into a nice T position. Together, the knees and feet are going to drop to one side. Head is going to look over the other direction. Just getting some lower trunk rotation in here. For 3, 2, 1. Relax. And other side. So whichever way the knees are dropping, the head is going to rotate the opposite. And relax. All right, lastly, we're just gonna have the knees bent in line with the hips. Arms are gonna reach overhead as much as possible. Just to open up the sides of the shoulders here, down into the rib cage. 5 slow, deep breaths here, into the nose, out through the mouth. Feel this elongation through your spine. Rotate the pelvis down so that the low back is pressed into the mat, okay? 5 deep breaths, here we go. One more here. Slowly let everything relax. Arms can come back over the chest and slowly get up from here. Allow yourself time because we are now relaxed. All right. Awesome job, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this 30-minute just mobility session. I know for me, the month of March has been super busy so far, so I'm sure I'm not the only one who needed to just pause for a second and do what was best for my body. So I hope you guys take the time to utilize that session to make yourself relax, get a little bit more mobile while also getting some solid movement in. I will see you guys again next week for some more content. Have a fantastic Thursday and a even better weekend, St. Patrick's Day. So if you are one to celebrate safely, and keep your goals in mind as you do, okay? Have a great Thursday. I will see you guys later. Bye.